Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an e-commerce inventory and sales tracker. Well, this video is going to be a four-part video. Please make sure to watch all the videos in order to be able to create your inventory tracker. In this one, the first part is going to have how to create your purchase worksheet that is going to be tracking all your purchases of the products from the supplier. The second part is going to have how to create a list of all your products and have their unit cost and their sales price set along with your table that includes all your sales channel and their referral fees. Third part is going to track all your sales and transactions from each of your platforms that you are using for your e-commerce. The fourth part is going to show you how to track your inventory for each of your products in this Excel sheet as your product sales. Let's get started with our part one. So first you want to open an Excel sheet, and in that you want to add these four worksheets here. So purchase, products, sale data, and inventory. The first one is going to be purchase. In purchases, we are going to include the column headers first. Our first one is going to be order date, product, quantity, unit cost, product cost, shipping cost for your products from your supplier to your warehouse, credit card charges, and a total purchase cost. And then this is going to be your cumulative purchases, so it's going to keep track of all your purchases. And then unit landed cost, along with the source of your money that you're using to do the purchase and the account that you used for the purchase. All right, so after you create your column header, let's get started with our data and how to keep track of it with our formulas. So the first one is going to be order date. So that is going to be a manual entry which you're going to enter every time you make a purchase for the date you make the purchase. The product is going to be just the generic product name, so you can name it whatever you want or whatever it is going to be that you're purchasing. And then the quantity is whatever number of quantity you're going to purchase, so this is also going to be a manual entry. And then unit cost is going to be whatever your supplier is charging for each piece of the product. And then in this column here, this is where we're going to multiply the quantity by the unit cost, and that's going to give you your total product cost. This is going to be your shipping cost, which is also going to be coming from your supplier. So if they're using whatever courier services and whatever the cost of the purchase, the shipping is going to be, you want to include it in this cell here. The next one is your credit charge. Normally Alibaba charges 3.5%, and most of other website also charges 3.5% for the credit card charge. So you want to include it here. If there is no charge, you can just enter 0. But to do the automatic calculation for a credit card charge, I have included the formula here. The formula is you sum the product cost and the shipping cost, so F2 plus F3, and then you multiply that by 3.5%, which is 0.035. And then comes our total cost. So this is all the costs that you're going to pay to get your product landed in your warehouse in US or anywhere you are. So this includes everything. This includes your product cost, your shipping cost, and your credit card charges. Or if you have any other charges, you want to include that column and then add them up here at the total cost. Then the next we have is our purchases. So in this, it's going to be actually your cumulative purchases. So you're gonna keep adding all the purchases that you're gonna make throughout the year, so you can keep track of all your expense or purchase expense at the end of the year, and you don't have to do the sum at the end. This will keep track of that. And the way in the formula for that is the first column, the first cell here, you want to set up equals to your total cost, but in the next column you want to manually enter this formula up until here, where you want to add your current total cost, the second total cost, and then you want to add your total purchase from previous, which is your first cell and that's the formula you're going to use. After that, you don't have to set up the formula manually again, but just up to the second row. So make sure you do these two cells manually. And then next one is going to be a unit landed cost. So this is the cost of your product for unit, or one piece of your product, after including all your other cost into it. So to calculate this one, you're just going to divide your total cost by the quantity that you bought. So if in this case S2 divided by C, which is going to be the same for all of them. So this is the formula you're going to use. And in the source, you want to use where your money came from: your business account, your individual account, a friend, or anywhere else, or credit card. So that's what you're going to use in the source. In the account, you're going to use your particular account that you use to make the purchase. So it might be one bank or the other, and that's where you want to include this, so you can keep track of where you brought your money from, or which card you used. At the beginning, you might think that this is just something that you can remember, but when things adds up, you don't remember what, where, or how you made the purchase from. That's why it's really helpful to keep track of them. All right, folks, so that was your purchase worksheet. Now let's try to see if our formula works. So I have already populated these some of the examples here for you to see that it's working, but I want to do a live example to see it's working. So let's add a date. Let's say you purchased on December 17th, and let's say you purchased a watch that you want to sell, and you purchase a quantity of 50 to start with, and each of your watch cost you $9.99. See, it already is calculating the product cost, and the next one is going to be our shipping cost. So let's say I paid $250 in shipping cost. See, if once you enter these three values here, it's going to calculate everything else itself. So it's going to give you whatever your credit card charges was. The total cost was $775, and then it included this purchase with your previous purchases and added it up. So now, so far, you have made the purchase of $629, and your unit cost for that was for you to get it landed here, it's going to be $15.51. And based on this one, you can plan your sell price. So this is really helpful to determine if this product is going to be also profitable, and what your sell price is going to be. And then in the source, let's say if I want to just use my business account, and if I use my Capital One, that's what I want to enter here. So if you saw, it's actually working, and that's all I wanted to show in this video. This was for purchase worksheet. Next, you want to click on part 2. That will be a video about how to create your product worksheet. All right, thank you very much. See you in the next video.